Yo, what's good everybody, and welcome to Season 8 of the St. Thomas Dynasty. Gonna get things started here, kicking off to the Buffalo Bulls, taking on a former MAC opponent. You know, interesting, we played these guys twice when we were independent. Never when we were in the MAC conference, but here we are in different conferences once again. And, you know, we gotta play these guys again, you know, for the third time. They beat us the first couple of times, though. So let's see if we can actually, beat him this time around as we got him to 3rd and 12. Gonna go deep to the right hand side over to Zach Holiday. Jared Scott could not simply get there in time, man. And now it's a fresh set of downs for the Bulls as they're taking it up the gut with Grant Collier now. He picks up 8 on that run. So now 2nd and 2 coming up. Gonna go ahead, try to throw it. No, goes... It's thrown away, but look at this. It's a defensive pass interference on Jared Scott. How can you call defensive pass interference on somebody that is throwing the ball away as Billy Ewing gets the interception? He is all alone, and that is how St. Thomas gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. And your Tommies will strike first in this ball game. So now the Bulls are back on this field after giving up an interception, return for a touchdown. Johnson's dropping back to pass, finding somebody, but he drops the pass as well. Heard the footsteps of Jared Scott. As now we got them to a 3rd and 10. Let's see if we can get him off the field once again. As Johnson goes over the middle, finds another Johnson. Don't know if they're related or not, but they do get that first down though. A gain of 15 and keeps the drive alive. As now 1st and 10, read option, but it's broken up. It's Buster Porter. And it's just been, you know, great defensive performance so far, man. We got him to a 3rd and 18 as they try to halfback screen, but you already know it ain't gonna work on us very often, man. Buffalo gonna have to punt this ball away. So now for the first time this season, we will take a look at this new St. Thomas offense. Noah Brooks will be starting today as first pass goes to Lucas Coley up the middle and nearly picks up the first down off of that little yak action. Gain of 10 on that one. As we'll go ahead, call play action, see if we can fool him a little bit as everyone is actually covered as Brooks is looking, trying to get it to Allen, but it's intercepted. And it's going to be returned down the sideline, and that's how Buffalo is going to score as well. Rob Robinson just tied this game up even at 7 apiece. So both offenses struggling as they both allow a touchdown to the defense. You don't see that very often. But we'll get it going here with Lucas Coley. This is the true vocal point of this offense, I believe, for Season 8. Going to definitely need to get him going for sure today. As now Brooks looking, good, trying to get it to Coley, but it's broken up. Another incompletion. And now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. Got to get a play from our quarterback as Brooks drops back. He's going to try to throw it to Tristan Singleton, but it's dropped. And that means we have to punt the ball away. So with that being said, Buffalo does return onto the field with their offense. They run another halfback screen, but this time it has better results as Grant Collier is able to get out of bounds before picking up 7 on that play. And now a little 3rd and 5. Let's see what they do here as Johnson going deep to the left-hand side finds Brown. Only one person can catch him, but that can't happen as Jim Brown takes the top off of his defense. And it's a 14-7 ball game. So now we need our offense to respond here. First couple of drives have not looked pretty. Let's see if we have better results this time as Alex Garcia makes the catch in traffic. He picks up 8 yards on that one. 3rd and short coming up. So now we only need 1 more yard. So that just simply means, you know, let's just run up the gut with Lucas Coley. And we can't quite get there. 4th down all of a sudden, but you already know we're not trying to give this ball away so quickly. We're gonna go for it here. 4th and 1, a little risky, but that time it works out for us beautifully as Lucas Coley is able to find the space for the first down. So let's see if we can find that rhythm now as we go to Lucas Coley once again, on this time on a halfback screen. He picks up the first down through the air as well. Already with a couple of catches, he's getting plenty of action. Next play, Brooks looking around, gonna find Alex Garcia again, who takes a licking, but does hang on to make the catch, as that is how this first quarter of play comes to an end. We're down 14-7, but hey, we're just warming up. We'll get this win. I'm sure we'll get this win. We can't lose to Buffalo. As we'll go 2nd and 2 here. Coley picks up the first down here, as we got a 3-yard gain, just enough for the first down. Offense, not looking pretty, but it's doing what it needs to do so far. Just need to warm up, as there's Isaiah Thomas making a fantastic catch of the middle, just almost getting leveled, but still gets on his feet and makes the catch regardless, as we almost fumbled the ball in the very next play, but Lee Hagan does pick it up. But we do face 3rd and 7 though a couple plays later. I'm not trying to settle for a field goal if we can't help it. As Adrian Allen gets the space, he's able to pick up the first again. Keep that thing rolling. As now, 1st and 10. Brooks going to the right-hand side, finding Isaiah Thomas. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. As that is the first offensive score of the season for the St. Thomas squad in Season 8. We got this game all tied up at 14 now, as they go with the read option. Jared Johnson going to take it up the gut to pick up 5 yards on that one. That's his best run of the game. Next up, Johnson now in the pocket, just going to throw it to his tight end in Casey Dahl, who does pick up 8 yards on the play. Nice little gain for the Buffalo Bulls, as now they have a fresh set of downs to work with once again. As Johnson finds space on the outside, he does get caught from behind by Dale Garrison, but a 24-yard run regardless. They're starting to find their rhythm as well. We might have ourselves a little bit of a shootout yet, as now 3rd and 4, couple plays later. Johnson on the halfback screen gets it to Collier. He's got some space. Antoine Black can't make the tackle, and Kevin Carter finally comes up and makes the play. But wow, we got bamboozled on that one for sure. As now, here we go, 1st and goal once again. We tried to get there, but Brian Anderson can't make the tackle in time. Buffalo Bulls will take the lead right back. So here we go, man, 24-14, but we did get a touchdown on the last drive. Let's see if we can get 2 touchdowns in a row, man, as we go to Coley on this first play. He finds a lot of space. He gains 16. Next play, let's see if we can get Noah Brooks more involved, as he's looking. Going to throw over the middle to Isaiah Thomas, who does make the catch. Noah Brooks, not the most talented quarterback on the face of the earth. I don't think he's the best Tommies quarterback that we ever had. But, I will say that this kid is definitely, making the offense move, doing just enough as Lucas Coley, putting in a lot of work right now. He's up the sideline. And we are very close to making this a tied ball game once again. Just got to get it done, though. 3rd and 6. Brooks going to get it to Alex Garcia, who finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. And this game is now tied up at 21 apiece, as Buffalo actually goes 3 and out for their next possession. So here comes the Tommies. Let's see if we can make this. We can take the lead here before we go into the locker room. As Alex Garcia, he makes the catch for a gain of 13. As now, 1st and 10. Brooks looking. Trying to get it to Damian Hudson the third. He's making his first appearance of his collegiate career. His first attempt to make a catch was dropped, but he'll get plenty more chances, I'm sure, as we'll go over to Isaiah Thomas. He picks up another 9 yards, but we do have to call a timeout. So 3rd and 1, just don't want to, get too cute here. We just got to pick up the first down. We don't necessarily need to score a touchdown either. Just don't want to do anything that could mess things up for us, in the long term, as Lucas Coley does pick up the first down for us. As now, 2nd and 6, 2 plays later. Coming up to the line quickly, going to try to throw it over the middle. Finding Tyreek Miller for a gain of 15. Just getting just enough separation in order to pick up the first down. as Brooks will get his boys back to the line again, going over the middle again, finding Tyreek Miller, making some space up the middle. Shout out to Noah Brooks, though, because he had to throw that pass in a hurry, racing down the gun, the barrel. As next play, Lucas Coley gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies! As St. Thomas just make this a 28-21 ball game, going into the locker room, and your Tommies, in addition, will get the ball to start the second half. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the second half of the opening day for St. Thomas football, as we'll pick things up with a Noah Brooks keeper up the right-hand side, faking it to Coley on the read option, keeping it for himself. Only his second carry of the day. He does have a little bit of mobility, which can be utilized, as we'll go to him again. This time, he does pick up the first down, another gain of 6 yards on the play. As now, 2nd and 10, couple plays later, as Noah Brooks is looking. He's going to find Isaiah Thomas over the middle, another 9-yard gain. It's going to take some time to get used to, throwing, with a left-handed quarterback. But so far, ever since that first quarter, we're doing pretty okay with it. Making the adjustments that we need to do. As Brooks does pick up another first down on the ground, getting already more carries than he did in the entire first half. As now, 1st and 10, Brooks looking. He gets sacked in a hurry, as they did a pretty good job of covering those slant routes. As we're backed up a few more yards now, gonna have to go through the air. As Brooks is looking around, tries to throw it to Lucas Coley, but he can't quite make the catch. Off the throw on the run. And now 3rd and 15. We definitely need a play to happen here for sure. As we'll go to Lucas Coley here. He's got some blocks. Can he get the first down? Yes, he does. And he's able to get down the sideline. Touchdown, Tommies. As Lucas Coley follows his blockers into the end zone. And we have a 35-21 lead here. Looking pretty darn good. As now, let's see if we can shut down Buffalo's offense in the second half. 2nd and 9. They go to the left-hand side once again. Brown getting behind the defense a little bit. Was able to make the tackle, though. As a couple plays later, we have a 2nd and 6 going over the middle. Another first down. This time caught by Bryson Black, who makes only his second catch, first meaningful one of the day. As now, Buffalo in St. Thomas territory, but let's see what they can do anything with it. As they drop a pass on their first play, leads them to this 2nd and 10. Looks like a read option, but I don't know if that'll actually be the case. It actually is a pass. Johnson going to the right-hand side and picking up, a few yards, getting a little closer to the first down marker, but it's not the first down marker, obviously. As we have 3rd and 4 coming up here. Buffalo dropping back the pass. Let's see what they do here. They try to go deep. It's nearly caught by Bryson Black, but we were blessed with a drop. And they're going to actually go for this long field goal. I don't know if he has the leg for it. So we do have a man back there ready to return this kick back. As Jesus Shuttleworth is going to try to return this kick. But they cover it really well. And we lose a bunch of yards in the process. But hey, at least they did not, get the field goal, did not get the points. This is really an opportunity for us to really start pulling away here. As Lucas Coley, he takes it to the outside. Nice blocking upfield. Able to turn it into a 15-yard gain. As we'll go to that ground game once again with Noah Brooks. Going up the right-hand side. Another first down, finding to midfield. Finally brought down after just sitting on a bunch of defenders for a second. And if it's not broke, why fix it? Going to that ground game once again. Noah Brooks picks up another first down. You love to see it, as Buffalo simply has no answer right now for this read option. So we're just going to keep running it until Buffalo finally figures out how to actually stop it. Because right now they are definitely not doing that. As here we go, 2nd and 4, another read option. Just going to keep pounding these guys till they finally figure it out. Another 8-yard gain on that one. Just taking a lot of time off the clock in the process, but we will switch things up a little bit. A dangerous throw to Isaiah Thomas, but is able to thread the needle that time and make the catch. So here we go. 3rd and 2. Not trying to settle. I'm looking at Hudson the third because it looks like he's all alone. As we do go to him, he makes his first catch in his collegiate career, man. You love to see it. It goes for a first down, but can we turn it into a touchdown? As we have a 3rd and goal coming up here, man. Gonna give it to Lucas Coley up the gut, and he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tommies. As Coley having a career day so far. And it gives us a 3-touchdown lead with essentially only 1 quarter left to play. We're looking good right now, but we're just trying to come out here and finish this game as soon as possible. As Buffalo's offense is on the field, they're certainly not going to give up. 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulls as Johnson drops back to pass, throws it short to Black up, but there is a flag on the play. Hang on now. What is this flag? Please be on Buffalo. And it's a clipping on Buffalo, so they have a 1st and 16 to deal with once they get out of this quarter. We got a 3-touchdown lead going into the final quarter. Get your 4s up. Let's see if we can put them out of their misery in this ball game, man. Let's go get it. So here we go, man. Start of the 2nd quarter, 2nd and 11 coming up. They throw it over to the right-hand side to Casey Dahl, who does pick up 8 before going out of bounds. Stops the clock temporarily, but they will, get to the line of scrimmage quickly, trying to save as much time as possible. As Johnson takes a sack in the backfield, looks like Jesus Shuttlesworth able to get in there, make the tackle, and Buffalo simply has to go for it here, man. 4th and 11, you have no other option. As Johnson looking, gonna try to send it deep, one-on-one, but Kevin Carter breaks up the pass. And St. Thomas has had some phenomenal field position to work with, but went 3 and out, had to settle for a field goal. Still extended this lead, however, as now Buffalo is going to try it again to get something going here, as they desperately need to get something going if they want to make this remotely a ball game, remotely interesting. We certainly don't want that to happen, as Johnson going to the left-hand side, but it's broken up by Billy Ewing, able to jar the ball loose before he can make a football move. It's counted as incomplete, and now we have 3rd and 2. Gonna hand it off to Collier, who fights forward and picks up the first down. Buster Porter was there at the point of attack, but we were taking on just enough of a ride for the drive to continue. As now, 1st and 10. They try to run the screen, but what do I keep telling them is that the screen doesn't work. So now it's a 6-yard loss, 2nd and 16. They're losing time, and he could be sacked here. No, but it looks like true freshman Daniel Nash nearly gets the interception. He lets one go through his hands. A little bit tough of a play, but when you're a defensive back, if you have an opportunity to make an interception, you got to take it. As 3rd and 16, DJ Watson takes another shot. 4th and 24, they had to punt the ball away. And now it comes down to, just get some time off the clock, see if we can get some more points. Would love to definitely see that, as Noah Brooks does pick up another first down for us. Definitely love to see that. As now, 1st and 10, up to Tyreek Miller. That's caught for a first down. You love to see it. Couple plays later, now facing a 3rd and 5. Just going to go ahead and run some time off the clock and play it safe. Give it on to our boy Lucas Coley. See if he can make something happen here, as we don't get the first down. So we'll have to see what we decide to do here. We'll probably go for the field goal, which is what we did end up doing. But hey, Buffalo couldn't make anything happen. This is the final score for the opening day for Season 8. Your St. Thomas Tommies are going to walk away winning 48-21. A great performance for our guys, and a really nice way to begin a brand new season of St. Thomas football. Just checking out the scoring summary for today's game, and I'm not going to lie, they had me a little nervous in that first half, man. We were tied with them like 21 apiece, in the middle of the 2nd quarter. But then after that, we decided to actually start playing football. We took over. Look at all these unanswered points. We had 14, 21, 28, 30, 34 unanswered points as soon as Buffalo scored midway through that second quarter. We were on them. You know, it just took a little bit of time, you know, to get our acts together. But, you know, we got the dub, and, you know, there's nothing else that I need to say about it, man. Checking out the players' stats, so Noah Brooks got to start today amid some controversy. I saw some of your guys' comments how I should have started, you know, the freshman quarterback, groom him for 4 years, but I believed in Noah Brooks. And it wasn't the prettiest early on, man. He did throw an interception on our first drive of the game, but he recovered phenomenally, though. 232, 4 touchdowns, did have that interception. He did exactly what he needed to do, didn't make too many mistakes, and, you know, got the job done today. This offense, though, is going to be anchored by Lucas Coley, a senior at tailback, 92 overall with NFL aspirations. 22 carries, 126 yards, and 1 touchdown. You love to see it. Noah Brooks chipped in with 9 carries and 66 yards as well. The receiving core was led mainly, looks like Isaiah Thomas, Lucas Coley, and Alex Garcia was our big three today. Isaiah Thomas had the most catches on this squad with 6 catches, 56 yards on the score. Coley, though, had the most receiving yards and the most touchdowns through the air. He had 78 yards and 2 scores off of just 5 catches. And then Alex Garcia was also able to find the end zone with 4 catches and 36 yards. Finally, this defense just turned it on in the second half. There was no answer, particularly for Buster Porter. 8 tackles, 5 for a loss, 2 sacks, and he also had a forced fumble as well. Was able to get the job done today, man. Just putting in that work. You know, he had more than 1 forced fumble, but one of them was overturned, so it didn't necessarily count. Jesus Shuttleworth did get a fumble recovery today in this game as well, so you love to see that. Zach Bones was there to force a fumble as well. We were putting in that work today for sure. Billy Ewing also had an interception today. You know, he was able to return back for 50 yards. That was our first touchdown of this entire game. He only had 1 tackle, however. And then again, you know, not only Buster Porter got to this quarterback, but Jesus Shuttleworth got to the quarterback. Zach Bones got to the quarterback. And then DJ Watson also got to this quarterback. So 4 sacks, 2 turnovers. What a game. What a performance for our defensive staff, man. You love to see it. So next episode, we will go on the road to play against the Minnesota Gophers from the Big Ten Conference. And the first time that we play our in-state rival, this is what our actual rival should be. It's not Boise State. The only reason that's Boise State is because we happen to take over Idaho, who's not even in the FBS anymore. But look at this. Eli Shaligan. Y'all remember him. He was a player on this St. Thomas football game. Transfers to Minnesota. And in his first game, he played phenomenal. 14 carries, 119 yards, and a touchdown. We got a guy, too, in Lucas Coley, who had 126 yards and a score in our first game, playing up against a better squad. So buckle up, guys. This is going to be a really good game. If you enjoy the content here on this channel, though, make sure you smash that like button, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have to be new, as I would truly appreciate it. Until then, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.